Hi and welcome to this video. In this one, we are going to talk about Tailwind CSS transforms. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started. To get started, let's generate a simple HTML5 boilerplate and let's insert the Tailwind CSS CDN. I'm going to provide a title for our document, and after that, I'm going to select the body element. But before doing that, let's go ahead and let's save this page and let's go live. Now that we're live, let's apply some basic styles on the body element so we can visualize transformations better. I am going to give it a background color and a height of 100 VH. So the transformed element is going to be in the center. And the way that we are going to center our elements is going to be through flex. And I'm going to convert this body element to a flex container, and I'm going to say horizontally all the items are going to be in the center and vertically all of them are going to be in the center as well. In this video, we are going to talk about two div elements. The first div element, I am going to create it directly inside the body, provide a height of 40, which is going to be 160 pixels, a width of 40, the same amount, a background color, and a position absolute. This is the element that we are going to apply transformations on. Let's create a class attribute, and I'm going to provide the same height and width for this element as well. And I'm going to give it a background color of cyan 950. And the Z index is going to be 10. So the second element is on top of the first element at all times. The first transformation that I would like to talk about is scale. Scale controls the current size of an element. So if I provide a scale of 0, this is going to shrink the element to 0. We can enlarge the element by 50% of its current size. And if I save that, this is scale 50 along the X and along the Y axis. We can also control any individual axis that if we want to. This is scale X 50% of its current size, but horizontally, this is 50% of its current size, but vertically. We can also enlarge it to its current actual size by writing just scale 100. Next up, we can also enlarge the element by, let's say, 25% of its current size. This enlargement could also happen along either axis if we want to. For example, if I set it to 150, this is 50% larger than its current size. And if I say scale x50, 150, this is 50% larger along the x-axis. And this is 50% larger along the y-axis. We can also rotate an element. For example, if I write rotate 45, this is going to rotate the element by 45 degrees. If I say rotate 90, this is going to be rotate 90 degrees, and then we can also rotate it by 180 degrees. To visualize this rotate 180, I am going to provide a text, which is going to be item, and we can see the text is actually inverted right there. I could provide a text white to see the text better. Translation of the element refers to the movement of that element along a straight line. That straight line could be horizontal or vertical. For example, if I do translate x1, this is going to move the element along the x-axis by 4 pixels from its current position. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. If I do translate y1, this is going to happen along the y-axis, but by an amount of 4 pixels. If I increase that to 4, a dimension of 4, which is 16 pixels along the x-axis, we can see that being moved a little bit more, and we can do the same thing along the y-axis as well. The origin for any transformation for any element is always center. We can change that to any part of the element that we want. Let's say I want to change the transform origin from center to top right. And as soon as I save the changes, you're going to see the difference. The element is rotated along the top right corner of the element itself. We can change it to bottom left, and as soon as I save that, we can see the element is being rotated along the bottom left corner of the element itself. That is it for Tailwind CSS transforms. See you in the next one.